How would you survive if everything you relied on to get through life was suddenly taken away from you? That means no money, no smartphone, no home, no friends or family, no identification, nothing. Well, in a few days, I'm gonna find out, because for one full week, I'm gonna be homeless. For 7 days, I'm gonna find out what it's like to have no one and no thing to rely upon when I have to eat, drink, find shelter, and survive in a world that is too busy to even know I exist. I'm literally going to be dropped off inside an impoverished ghetto here in Miami, known for its higher crime rate. I'll have no clue where I am, no money for food or water, no identification on me to prove I'm a normal member of society, and no smartphone GPS to tell me where the nearest inkling of normal human civilization is. I'll have nothing on me but a camera and my will to survive. Now, this might seem a little far-fetched and strange to some of you, but in a society of rampant economic instability and unemployment, homelessness is a closer reality to your life than you might think. You're going to be riding shotgun with me as I discover what it's like to live as a homeless person. All the anxieties, the stresses, the uncertainties, the worries, the shame, the filth of living as a homeless person in a society that often looks down upon the poor and in many cases even attacks it.
Now, 3 Liverpool teenagers who beat a homeless man to death for a dare.
This time with deadly results. A homeless man is dead this afternoon.
The teen was among several accused of going on a spree throughout Fort Lauderdale, beating homeless men with baseball bats. One of the attacks was caught on tape.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a little intimidating for me to say the least. You know, the shame of begging strangers for money, the fear of having to sleep cold on a park bench or under a bridge somewhere, the uncertainty of having no money or friends to satiate and fulfill the basic biological urges that I've just taken for granted my whole life. I really have no idea where this journey is going to take me. How will I eat? Where will I sleep? Who will I meet? What will I learn? And amidst this struggle that I'm going to be going through for a full week, I wonder if there's maybe a glimmer of positivity that might arise from the desperation of homelessness. That maybe this desperation might actually give me a sense of freedom that I've not felt my entire life. Because if you think about it, from the day we're born, most of us live our entire lives upon a foundation that other people have built for us. Our parents tell us to live this way, our schools tell us to live that way, our governments tell us to live by their standards and their laws. By the time you're older, you're living a life that has been built for you, not by you. It's a wave of momentum, like a surfer riding the tide, being pushed forward by the force of something much bigger than himself. But to be homeless, to be stranded and detached from the past that has brought me to where I am today, would almost be like being reborn, forced to see the world through my own eyes instead of through someone else's. As I journey through this challenge, you're going to get to see the entire raw and riveting experience unfold as it unfolds for me. Along the way, I'm going to document every step I take, interviewing the most eccentric homeless people I find. I'm even going to sit down with the president of Camilla's House, which is the biggest homeless shelter in Miami, so you can kind of give me an update and a background into the realm of the poor and the things that his organization is doing to help people along. But of course, I'm not going to allow myself to sleep at any homeless shelters through this experience, because that would of course be way too easy, so it's not going to happen. Now, as I do my best to survive for this full week, I'll be needing your support to help make this documentary and this experience happen. I've created a Kickstarter page so you guys can invest in the project, and you'll even get cool prizes for your support. Your contributions are going to help fund the things like the batteries, the camera, the memory cards, the microphone. It's also going to go towards the editing process and purchasing things like stock music and stock footage, so I can really make this documentary shine in the editing process. It'll also help support the 20+ hours that is expected that's going to go into the editing process of this documentary, which is going to take some time, but the polishing and the extra effort put into it is absolutely worth it. And lastly, it'll help support the full week of work that I'm taking off to do this experience. In a world of economic uncertainty, I think this experience is going to teach me and you interesting and invaluable truths about homelessness, unemployment, and what it's like to live when you have nothing to live for. So I hope you guys are excited and check out the link to the Kickstarter page below. And remember, it's your support that will help make this possible. And hey, let's be honest, who wouldn't want to see me going up to countless strangers, begging them for change, and watching me get rejected over and over again? That is definitely worth some investment. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned.